awesome. Yeah.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Yes. And, from property tours, right? I think a lot of people have a mental block on when it comes down to posting on social media, right? And the beautiful part of this is like, it's a property tour, right? And then they're going to generate organic business on their page. So, based on obviously all of the clientele, can you just share, with us, like, what are the top things that people should do? Let's just say, obviously, you have your amazing service. I know you teach a master class, on social media. So what would be the key things that an agent has to do to really ramp up their production using their social media?
Yeah, I mean, immediately I always tell people is, start posting these local property tours. And I'm actually going to share my screen because I could show you guys like kind of a little bit about what I do like in my masterclass. So just kind of keep diving into that a little bit. But
yeah,
so like here's like one slideshow that I love to show during my masterclass is like good content versus bad content. This is kind of what I open up on. And really like the reason why I started Posting Agent is because I saw, so many real estate agents posting very poor content that looks a lot like this over here on the left-hand side, the blog posts, the Canva updates, the just listed, the just sold. And, even myself, I was paying for Keeping Current Matters and they're, posting twice a day on my page. And I was like, boom, I don't need to handle my social media. They got it. They're going to do it for me. But I was losing followers. I was losing engagement. I wasn't getting, any conversation started. So I want people to really stay away from this type of content. And I've, really created 3 different content buckets that I think are really powerful that we've seen immediate results from, and also what our clients have seen immediate results from. But obviously the first one's going to be a simple property tour. Right. And you guys might be familiar with him, but his name is Robert. And I love Robert. He has a great page. He's a good friend of mine, but pretty much what he's doing, he's going out to Rancho Cucamonga, local in his area, filming a quick video on his iPhone. And of course, he asked permission from the agent if he could film it and post it on his social media. But the reason why I show this video is because look at the comments he's receiving, right? People are saying, is this still available? ? Right. Price and how many bedrooms and bathrooms? Price, please. How much? Any houses for rent? What's the price ? And he's replying to every single one of these people. Now I'll preach this to the end of the time, but I always tell people we can't close a transaction until we start a conversation with someone. So when we're posting these property tours, the whole entire goal is just to start a conversation with someone. And, and all these, people that are commenting and he's starting a conversation with are just new contacts and new leads that he can reach out to every single week. So, this is very powerful. And another thing that I love to tell people as well is like, if you have a certain niche or a certain vibe of properties that you want to sell, start recording those type of properties and post it on your page, because people are going to start associating you with those type of homes. Like a great example of this is I follow this awesome, couple. They're called Nava Family Texas. And let me go to that really quick, just so I can show you that. And they're so successful on social media because all they do is just post really good deals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of homes that are for sale in Texas. And they're posting they crush it. Right. So they have like 48 comments on this post. And obviously, there's like new construction in Texas, but we could be doing the same thing no matter what area you're in. But this is like, when people are like, oh, I don't know if the property tour is going to work. I'm like, just look at this page. And that's what's justifying what I'm saying. They have like over 20 people a day going to their link tree and filling out their, their free home search and their home buying seminar and things like that. So, really just doing that and starting more conversations with it, which is awesome. And I tell a lot of people too, is that we're already showing property over the weekend and we're doing open houses. So it's so easy to get there early. Or maybe just spend a day doing it, whipping out your phone and making a quick property tour local new area, which is really cool.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. And share with us like some of your greatest success stories of what would you say, like your top, couple, maybe somebody that comes to mind that you started off with, maybe with very little followers and they started to obviously, do property tours or utilizing your service. And then you just saw them like explode, right? Or something that happened, created a ton of, maybe a transaction, something like that.
Yep.
If you could share some success stories, it'll be awesome to hear.
Yeah. Here, I'll share this one with you guys really quick here. This is an awesome success story that I always love to show. Is one of our clients, her name is Kizzy. And she was posting a lot of herself and doing a lot of different stuff. And she was getting 39 views, 68 views, and different things like that. But the first post that we ever did for her was like this property tour with a breakdown, of what it takes to qualify for that home. And it got 3,000 views organically on her Instagram reel. Right. And she got 87 comments and I think she ended up getting like over 300 followers from this one video. And unfortunately, like from this video, there's a bunch of people like asking different, questions and saying, hey, well, what about if I qualify at this price point? I mean, obviously, there's going to be a bunch of haters. Like, no matter if you blow up on social media, there's going to be a lot of people hating on your stuff. But we're just trying to drive more people to her page and more conversation started. So that's like an awesome success story that I love to show. Another one that I always show people is our very own Gabe Mendez, right? A lot of people, are probably familiar with Gabe Mendez, but every property tour that we post for him gets above, 10,000 views. This one's almost at 8 or 10,000. This one's at 8,000. This one got 14,000 views. 10,000, and people are asking, this is the one I want. What's the price ? Beautiful, looks amazing. Hard eyes. So he's able to start some conversations there. And again, he's not doing any of this. Our team's out in the field in his local area, creating this content for him, which is awesome. Yeah.
That's powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff. I mean, I love to hear the success story of I saw the views, right? There were like 70, 80 views and then 319,000 views on one.
Yep.
What do you think it was about that? Was it because of the captions? I mean, what was it about that? I mean, I saw the video obviously, and it looked like kind of like a property tour that I've seen in the past, but it did. I mean, 319,000 people, right? I mean, that's a pretty impressive for sure. And with no boosting, right? This is organic.
This is all organic through Instagram Reels. And I think the most important thing, like when you're posting an Instagram Reel, is like keeping people on the video, because that's how Instagram like justifies if it's, popular content or not. So if people stay on for the first 3 seconds and then they watch the whole video, Instagram is going to tag that as really good content. And they're going to push it out to more people. So when you make obviously when I see that video, I want to see what it takes to qualify for, that home if I'm looking to buy a home. So, I think a lot of people stayed on to the end of the video and Instagram saw that. So they're just kind of continuing to push it out to more people. And I think that's why that video performed so well. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, absolutely. 3 seconds, right? 3 seconds. Everybody has the attention span of 3 seconds and they kind of want to move on to the next thing. So you're able to keep them engaged with the mortgage product, right? And then they're able to, they want to continue to see the whole storyline. Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you're a brand new agent today, obviously not talking about posting agent, like what does your schedule look like, Ashton? Like what are you doing daily, weekly? Are you batching your content? Are you doing something on a daily basis? Take us back to like that. You're starting off brand new as a new agent. What are you doing with very little followers, under 50 people? Let's say you're starting a new account too.
Okay. All right. So I'm like, this is going to take like a 10-minute explanation, but this is going to be fire stuff, right? Like, this is great. Like, this is for a brand new agent, or maybe if you're already, on social media, maybe you have 500 followers, but you want to grow. So this is exactly what I would do if I was a brand new agent. And this is exactly what I did with my page and how we grew it, pretty quickly and got some people in our local area. So this is my Ashton Real Estate Instagram page, is where I post all my real estate stuff. But if this was at 0 and I wanted to, grow this account in Whittier, Los Angeles, because that's where I'm located, that's where I'm from, here's what I would do first to get some followers and get some engagement. I would type in Whittier up here in the search bar, and I would just find all of these Whittier located accounts, the Whittier City Government, the Brewing Company, the police department. And I'm going to go to these accounts and I'm going to go to the people that follow this page. I'm also going to go to the people that like their posts, because this tells me 2 things. First, that they're active on Instagram. And it's the second that they probably live local in the city of Whittier if they're engaging with the Whittier Police Department. So these are the people I want to get in front of. So I'm going to start going through this like this, and I'm going to start following people just like this. Right. I'm going to follow Drew. I'm going to follow Natalie, because you get about a 40% follow back rate when you do this. And what I'll also do sometimes is I'm going to go into like Steve's account. Right. And I'll go to his most recent post. And I'll give him a quick like and a quick comment. And I'm going to say like, looks awesome. Right. Because if you're engaging even more, they're like, hey, who's this Ashton Real Estate guy? And they're going to come back to my profile and they're going to follow me back most likely. The next thing that I'm going to do to get more followers is I'm going to go to my mom's page. Okay. And I love my mom, right? She's my whole entire world, but I know that she's a very private person on social media. So I know that all 300 of these followers are our good family friends. So this is my sphere of influence. And you get about an 80% follow back rate when you follow all of your sphere of influence. So I'm going to follow all of my mom's followers, which I already did. These are the people that you might have known in high school, college. Maybe you met them at a wedding a long time ago. They probably didn't even know you're in real estate. So this is a great way to get to like 500 to maybe even 1,000 followers. And then after I go to my mom, I'm going to go to my brother's page because he just turned 30. So I know that a lot of his friends are probably looking to buy or rent a home pretty soon. So these are the people I want to get in front of too. So I'm going to follow all these people. So the first step ever is find people local in your area and just follow and engage with them. Same thing with people that you already know that are in your sphere of influence. And I promise you, you're going to get anywhere from like 300 to 500 to maybe even 1,000 followers by doing that. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create like maybe I'm going to create. Sorry, there's someone echoing on my end. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create. I'm going to. All right. Good. The next
Give
thing.
me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, there it is. You're good to go.
Cool. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create like 3 different content buckets. The first one I'm going to do is probably like. Can everybody hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Okay, yep. Sweet. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create 3 different content buckets. And I'm going to, maybe one is going to be like the best deal in my area, right? The best deal in Whittier this week. And I'm going to go to that home and I'm going to see if I can schedule an appointment either at the open house or if it's vacant, I'm going to go to it. And I'm going to take a property tour on my phone and then explain what it takes to qualify for that home and kind of break it down either in the description or on the video and push that content out. The second one I'm going to do is maybe like, another property tour. Maybe it's like fixer upper of the week or architectural property of the week or something interesting, like the most expensive home in this area this week or this month or whatever it might be. The most important and the most viral content right now is just posting property tour videos. So if you could kind of tailor something like that, that's even more interesting than just the property tour, you're going to get views and you're going to get more people, coming to your page. So that's the next thing I would do. And then the third content bucket that I would probably create is just something about myself. I want to post a picture of myself or a video of myself as well. So, maybe you do an open house event where you make a ice cream popsicle stand with your logo on it. That's something I did from the start that, got me a lot of views and a lot of followers and a lot of attraction. So I'm going to post myself at an open house and maybe, post an open house event. That's the first couple of things that I'm going to do on social media. And the second or the third one that I really enjoy a lot that we've seen immediate results from is posting Instagram and Facebook stories. And this is powerful stuff. I preach this to everybody I know, is putting a lot of yes or no poll questions on your story because you could see everybody that clicked yes and you could see everybody that clicked no. So before 2022, I had like no pipeline. I was like, man, what am I going to do? I'm going to lose my car. I'm not going to be able to pay my rent. What am I going to do? So I put up this, quick poll question and I said, hey, are you looking to buy a home in 2022? Yes or no? And 50 people told me yes on this poll question. So again, we want to start conversations with people through social media because that's how we close a deal. So I DM'd every single one of these 53 people and said, hey, thank you so much for telling me yes on my poll question. Are you available for a quick 5-minute Zoom call this week? And I was able to get on like 27 Zoom conversations and like 7 pre-approvals and 6 closed transactions from this one poll question. So, going back to the question, if I'm a new agent or maybe if I want to just get better on social media, I'm going to be posting multiple poll questions throughout the week because that's a great conversation starter. Maybe I'm going to say, hey, would you like to receive a free home evaluation? Yes or no? And everybody that tells you yes, DM them immediately and say, hey, what's your address? I want to give you your home evaluation. I did this a couple of weeks ago as well. And I said, hey, would you like to be part of my off-market homes list? I got 10 properties coming soon. And like over 200 people told me yes on that poll question. And again, that's just 200 new people that I could reach out to and start a conversation with and maybe set up a Zoom with them and figure out what they're looking for so that I could, sign a buyer's contract with them or whatever it might be. So this is a great thing to do for new agents or just even if you're on social media now is post a lot of these poll questions. And then again, going back to the property tour videos is every time that I show property or if I'm doing an open house, I'm going to film a quick little part of that property and just put it up on my Instagram or Facebook story. And I'm not going to put the bedroom bath count. I'm not going to put the address or the city or even the price because I want people to swipe up and ask me those questions, right? I want someone to say, hey, where is it located? Because now I'm starting a conversation with them. And then the third one that I really like about Instagram stories is that now everybody on Instagram can do these yes or no poll questions. The click links on Instagram stories, yep. The click links. We've been utilizing this a lot is we've just been linking like our home evaluation landing page. We said, hey, home values have changed a lot. Click the link to get an updated home value on our website. 37 people clicked this link, right? So that's more people going to our landing pages and to our website and getting more addresses and more phone numbers from there. So that's like the perfect way I could explain if you're a new agent, or maybe if you want to just get better on social media as a realtor, is do pretty much everything that I just showed. And I promise you're going to see some success from it. Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. So follow your mom's followers, follow your brother's followers,
Mhm.
follow everybody in your family's followers.
Yep.
Definitely look up your home, your town, follow the people within your town, right? You're going to have an increase of followers that way. You have 3 content buckets, right? Which is kind of like the best deal of the week, the fixer up of the week, the most expensive house, post your open house activities, and poll questions with stories. That was so powerful, right? I mean, 53 requests, right? And you're like, oh my God, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I'm going
Mhm.
to post like it's so direct. Do you want to buy a house? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right? It was like, come on, like
Yeah.
seriously, do you want to buy a house?
For sure.
But it was a specific question and you got a specific result. So tell everybody what's the secret sauce for them to have, okay, how many postings should they do on their wall or reels, right? How many stories and poll questions? Kind of what would be the ideal winning structure, winning formula for them?
So I always tell people is like, if you could post 3 Instagram reels a week, if maybe that's 2 property tours and maybe a video about yourself, or maybe you want to do all 3 of them property tours, and you could post more than that. But obviously, for one person to manage, 3 is kind of like the sweet spot for me. And I also try to post multiple stories throughout the day. I'm very active on my Instagram stories because I've seen that when I'm more active on more consistent days, like for example, if I post a story, 30 days in a row, every single day, I'm going to get more and more views on my Instagram story. Because when Instagram sees that you're posting more and more, they're going to put you at the top of like the story section. You know how like you always see like
Mhm.
the same 5 people as the first 5 people on your stories. They're going to start putting you on top of that on more people that follow you, and you're just going to get more and more views. Because normally when I see like, oh, maybe if I took 3 days off of posting a story, I will get like half of the views that I normally get on my story than I normally would. So 3 posts on your main feed if it's an Instagram reel or a picture of you, and then I always try to post a story once a day, no matter what I'm doing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a really good formula. Really simple. 3 reels and multiple stories to create more engagement. Is there any, in addition to your kind of poll stuff, do you have any DM strategy? Do you do anything like that? Was that part of the process, or is that not part of what you do?
Yeah, 100%. So anytime that somebody asks me a question on my property tour video, like if it's like, hey, where is this located? I'll never respond to them in the comment section. I will DM them directly and say, hey, thank you so much for your comment on my post. Here, I'll answer their question. I'll say, here's where this property is located. Are you available for a quick 5-minute phone call today? I'd love to connect with you. Something like that. Or maybe if it's a Zoom, or you could kind of spin that any way you want. But that's what I would say, because I know that I'm good enough on the phone or on Zoom that I could close them and, get more information off them. So I try to get them on a phone conversation or a Zoom call, or maybe even in-person showing as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, and I heard you say that so many times. You're like, the whole intention of you posting is to create a conversation. So
Yep.
that's the whole thing, right? It's everything is about creating conversations. So do you actually engage with people? Like, let's just say they didn't even engage with the post, like, the views, right? I heard somebody say that one time, that this individual would literally sit there and DM everybody that would watch your stuff, because that's kind of like the cool thing about stories, right? You can kind of see who's watching your stuff. So would that be part of a strategy you think is effective, or would it be less effective, or what's your take on that from your
I've ne-
experience?
I've never done that before. I've never like gone through my views and DM'd every single person. The only time that I've done something like that is I had this comment on my post where a wife tagged her husband on my post. So then I DM'd the husband and was like, "Hey, I saw your wife tagging you on my post. Let's connect. I would love to hop on a phone call with you guys and see what's going on." So like I'm
Mm,
kind of like like an investigator on people that comment on my stuff. I'm like, hey, well, who is he married to? Who's the wife? And how could I, are they looking
mm.
for a home, or do they already live in Whittier? I'll go through some of their posts. I'm pretty good at like identifying who's who and like where they are or what's going on in their life.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Very cool. Very cool. So if somebody says, all right, cool, Ashton, I'm going to follow your advice. I'm going to do the reels. I'm going to do the stories. Give them some tips and pointers on shooting the actual content with their phone. Like, what are things that they need to be aware of? What are things that they must do? And also things that they shouldn't do. Kind of talk about the length of the video, like, things like that.
Great question. So first off, I always tell people that if you don't have one of like the newer iPhones with the 3 cameras, or I think it's maybe even the 2, I would highly recommend investing in like one of the newer iPhones because they take amazing videos. And the second thing I always tell people is that make sure that when you're shooting all of these videos, you might not be able to see this because of my light, but when you're taking a video, right above the video, it's going to say 1x. And then to the left of 1x, it says 0.5 on your iPhone. Make sure you shoot all of your property tour videos in that because it zooms out and makes every single video and room and home look a lot bigger and better. So that's like the one tip that I like to share. I always like try to keep my videos under 45 seconds. And it always looks a lot, or always performs better when it's under 45 seconds. And after I teach these classes, sometimes I'll see these real estate agents posting these property tour videos, and they're going up and down and really shaky and going from different ways. I tell everybody, go into the kitchen, pick the best angle that you think is in the kitchen, and just stay in the corner and just press record and just go left to right, and then stop the video. Then go to the master bedroom and then stand in a corner and then go right to left. You don't need to walk around and show the whole entire home. Just pick the best angles in each room or different area, and just film a right to left or left to right, then clip them all together at the end, and it looks very very good, which is awesome.
Very cool, very cool. So you got 0.5 on the camera. Just don't be shaky. Just stand one in the corner, just left to right or right to left. Great tip. 45 seconds max. Also, right, because the attention span. What are tools beyond just shooting on your phone? Do you have any specific tools that you highly recommend for realtors to have, apps or anything like that they should use for their content creation?
Dude, not really. We edit all of our videos on Instagram. I mean, if you want to get really technical with it, you could buy one of those gimbals. If you don't have like a steady hand, you could buy one of those like DJI gimbals. I think they're like $89. And use that when you're recording these property tour videos. But guys, that's like really it. And one thing that I'm really passionate about right now that I'm trying to get into is that when I go out and film these property tour videos, I will film a upright version of it so I could post on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. But then I'll also go throughout the whole entire home and just do a horizontal full walkthrough of the home on my phone, because then I post it to YouTube. And the reason why I'm doing that now is because after coaching and working with this Nava family, Texas, is that they are seeing awesome results through YouTube, right? And I was always struggling with YouTube because I thought that I had to be in front of the camera, I had to make videos, but all they do is they just do, again, like property tour videos local in their area, and sometimes they get over 1 million views, and a bunch of people commenting and asking them questions. Sorry, let me my computer's acting a little bit weird, but let me go to their video so I could show you. But like here it is, right? So just a bunch of different property tours, and let me go to like their popular videos. This one got 2.2 million views and a 1.4. So imagine how many people are, what they're really good at too is always driving people like back to a landing page. So imagine after getting 2.2 million views, how many people are going to this link here to start their home search in Texas? Like they probably got over 20,000 people to do that, if that's just like 1% of how many people are viewing it. So that's what I'm really starting to get better at. And that's like an extra tip, that if you go out and film these property tours and you want to post also a YouTube video, just put your phone this way and then just go out through the whole entire home, and then you can post it on YouTube.
I love it. I love it. What's the length that you see on average on YouTube, like to shoot it the other way? What do you think is the average length of the video that they should be recording? Because that's actually a great tip. You're already there. You're already doing content for your reels. Might as well shoot it the other direction so you can get the YouTube and get that organic reach. And obviously, I'm sure, I don't know if you are using YouTube Shorts, but do you reposition that same property tour on YouTube Shorts, or have you not done YouTube Shorts yet with that strategy?
I will just post the same video that I posted on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok also onto YouTube Shorts. And I'm only using that horizontal video for like the YouTube actual format. And to answer your question, try to keep them under 5 minutes on the YouTube section of it. And like the number one thing about YouTube is like the clickbait, like the thumbnail and the clickbait. Like they do a great job saying like Texas mansions for under $300,000, and that was always like perform the best for them when I talk to them. So that's my tip for YouTube. Yeah.
Love it. So I always, for thumbnails, for those of you guys know, it's like that one, you're gonna have that main image on YouTube, right? So one app that I use to create like awesome thumbnails, it's Canva, right? So you can actually literally put in there YouTube thumbnail, and it'll pop up like a bunch of different versions, and all you got to do is add your picture, add your caption. Any other app or platform that you would recommend for thumbnails beyond Canva?
No, Canva's great. That's where I make all my thumbnails as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Besides apps, what are other sites that you're using? What are things that you think that are really imperative to grow your business beyond, obviously, what you just shared, and the different, because the really cool thing, I thought you were going to say like, oh yeah, I have this app to edit. So you're just literally just, hey, I'm gonna use Instagram. I'm gonna put it on there. Do you put a song in there, by the way?
Yeah.
Any music? Okay.
I forgot to talk about that. So the cool thing about Instagram is that when you go to the audios for Instagram, some of the audios will have like an arrow on the left side of them with an arrow going up. And that means that sound is trending. So every single time that we post a video, we try to pick one of those songs that has the arrow and then it's trending, because we always see a pretty good response when we're using one of the trending sounds. But another platform that I really enjoy, I think I'm also really getting into this right now, and especially for our clients that are part of Posting Agent, is growing their Google My Business profile. And a lot of people are like, hey, how do I rank higher on Google SEO? How do I get to page 1 or 2? Because, they see a lot of success from that. Well, really, like the only way to do that for free is by posting onto your Google My Business page. And a lot of people don't even know that you could post to your Google My Business, but what you could do is you could post these blog posts. Right. And what we do on my blog posts is that we post these lengthy posts, but we include a bunch of different keywords on these posts. So we'll put like, I'm in Whittier. So I put like top realtor in Whittier, free home value in Whittier, off-market homes in the city of Whittier, because we want when someone's looking on Google, free home value in Whittier, they're gonna be like, hey, well, Ashton Real Estate just posted this blog post about that. Let's match them up with that person. So we went from like page 37 to now page 1 or 2, depending on where people are searching, just by posting these blog posts. And also like,
wow.
I need to get better on getting more reviews, but if you can get more reviews on Google, and, putting a lot of awesome stuff there, you're going to rank high on Google, which is awesome. So that's one thing that we've been really focusing on for myself, and also for the people that are part of Posting Agent. We're now posting 3 blog posts a week for them, on their page.
Oh, nice. That is amazing. So for sure, drop if you have a link for your Google My Business. I mean, maybe we could just kind of use that as a, I mean, I'm pretty sure we could Google it as well, right? But the blog post, right, that's going to help to rank. So now you talked about everything that somebody should do, right? The fact of the matter is that maybe somebody, because of the amount of business that they're doing, because of their lifestyle, some people still don't get out there and do it, right? They still don't do it. So that's where I wanted to bring you on specifically because I think you have a great product, right, for agents. So talk about what the Posting Agent is doing, right, for agents, right, and helping them to automate that process for them.
Great. Yeah. So great question. So I'll explain fit for California, because I think most of the agents that are on this call are in California. So we have 65 content creators across the state of California, and they go to a bunch of open houses over the weekend and take amazing property tour videos on their phone, just like the ones that I showed you that I post for myself. And then we post these property tours for our agents that are local in that area. Maybe if they're in Northern California or San Diego, where our content creator that's local in that area is going to go to a bunch of open houses, and then we post those videos on their behalf. So we post, actually, let me share my screen with you so I can just give you like this value stack.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So we post 2 to 3 posts per week on your main feed platforms. So we're going to post those property tours onto Instagram, Facebook, Google My Business, LinkedIn, and TikTok as well. And we also post 3 stories per week. So that slideshow that I showed you guys about posting the yes or no poll questions or the click links, we do 3 of those per week for you. We're one of the only companies that post stories for our clients. We also do a full engagement package. So that strategy that I showed you about following people local in your area and following your friends and family, when you join Posting Agent, you sign up for Posting Agent, you're going to give us 10 different areas that you want to grow in. And my team logs into your account and starts engaging with people local in your area on your behalf. And we try to get you anywhere from like 200 to 400 followers per month by doing that. And then also if you don't have any of your social media accounts set up, we're going to do a 45-minute onboarding call with you no matter what. And we'll set up anything that you don't have set up. If it's Google My Business, a TikTok, a LinkedIn, an Instagram, a Facebook, or we will even help you edit the pages and make them look better and make them look good from the start. And we charge $99 a month. There's no contract. There's no commitment to anything. We're also offering a 30-day free trial for our service. So what I'll do is let me show you a quick example of one of our clients that's using our service, just so you fully understand it. Like, this is one of our clients, Marcus Perry.
This is fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
This is Marcus Perry. When he first started with us, he was at like 300 followers, and we've like almost tripled that and doubled that in the last few months. But here's like the property tours that we post for him. I'm going to show you a quick example of this. We will do a very clean property tour that looks just like this. Right. And this is not his listing. This is not his open house. And he didn't even take this video. Our content creator that's local in his area went to this open house, took this video, and then we posted it for him. And you could kind of see all the engagement he's getting, packing airbags now, what city, and he's replying to all of these people, which is great. So that's like a little great example of what we do. We're at $99 a month, and we will also help you like create and post any of your own content that you have. So if you want to send us a video that you took, we'll edit it for you and post it for you. So we're pretty much just like a full social media assistant for $99 a month, but we're the only company that is posting and creating real life local content for you without you having to do a single thing. A lot of these other companies are just taking pictures from the internet or blog posts and posting it for you, which doesn't do you any good. We want to start conversations for you. So
that's fire. I mean, for everything that you're doing and providing for the agent, it's an absolute no-brainer. Can you drop in that link as well for the free trial, guys? If I was you guys, I would definitely take advantage of that free trial. Definitely a no-brainer. Somebody just asked, do you have any content creators in Coachella Valley?
Yeah, we do have we have like 4 content creators out in the Palm Springs area. Rich, we have like in Vegas, I think we have like 14 content creators in Vegas. So guys, no matter what area you're in, I promise you we have like a local content creator local in your area. So I just put that link in there. It's a free trial.thepostingagent.com. And just make sure you get to the 3rd step, because on the 3rd step is where you can book your onboarding call. And some of you will probably wonder, hey, well, why do you ask for a credit card for the free trial? Just because in the past we didn't, and a lot of agents wanted to continue our service. And it was just an extra step for us to call them and have to get their credit card over the phone. And it was kind of, maybe they would hang up on us. So it's just an easier process for us. But you could always cancel in the 30-day period if you want to, if you're not liking what we're doing. So yeah, give it a shot.
Cool.
If you want to.
I like it. Yeah. And it's no commitment, right? It's all month to month. It's all performance based. So definitely guys, reach out to Ashton, do the onboarding call, right? I think it's going to be super fire. If not, literally he just gave you the blueprint, right? Like, you guys can literally do this on your own. You guys can do the Google My Business. You could do the LinkedIn. You could do the YouTube. You could do the Instagram. You could do the stories. You could do the polls. You could follow your mom. You could follow their family. You could literally do everything you just said, right? But if you're but you're not going to do that, just definitely leverage this platform. I've seen so many agents, using Ashton and absolutely crushing it. So cool. So it looks like Rich just signed up and he's like ready to go for that thing next Thursday. Awesome. All right, man. So we're coming close to the top of the hour, but I would say, what are some last closing thoughts that you think agents should know about social media, content creation, about growing their business? What are other things that you want to leave them with?
The last thing I want to say is that social media works, and that you could close deals from social media as long as you approach it the right way. And the right way is what I just showed you. Because really, at the end of the day, the whole entire idea of why we're posting onto social media and why we're spending time on posting onto social media is to close more transactions and make more money. So, if you're frustrated with social media and maybe you're struggling, it's probably just because you're posting content that isn't a conversation starter. So what I want to leave you with is just try it out, post some property tours local in your area, and come up with some content buckets. And I promise you, just stick at it. You're going to get some conversation started, and people are going to start engaging with you and asking you some more questions. So that's the last thing that I want to leave it off with, is that it does work. I've seen it work amazing results on hundreds of agents that I've taught this class to, even myself. So I want you guys to make more money, because that's the end goal. We want to just make more money, right? We want to help more people. So do it, try it out for at least 3 or 4 months and see how it works for you, and then kind of go from there. Yeah.
This has been fire, brother. Fire content. Guys, drop it in the chat. Show Ashton some love. Make sure you guys also follow him on social, and let him know if you guys got value out of what he shared today. please, tag them, give them a shout out, give them a follow on social, and go ahead and join the free trial. I think it's an absolute brainer for you guys to grow your business organically. But thank you so much for tuning into the Content Creation Mastermind. Really appreciate you. And for those of you that are watching this live, thank you. And for those of you that are watching it on the replay, you guys already know we're going to be posting it on the Think Bigger Mastermind. And boom, there it is. Oh, there we are. Question. We have a question through Rich.
He said, "What's your setup for your background now?" He's asking me about that? So it's literally, yeah, it's so easy. Like a lot of people ask me about my Zoom thing. So I just bought like a Canon Rebel T7. It was like the cheapest Canon I could find. I think it was like $300. And then I just plug it into my computer, and then that's my camera for my Zoom. I have this like $20 Amazon light that I bought where I just put in my corner. And then I bought this like also $20 IKEA plant. And then this was just like already in the house that I'm renting. It was just like artwork up. So I just kept it there, but that's literally it. And it's just a white wall and like in my office. So it's not too complicated. And then this mic is just a blue Yeti mic. And then they also sell like this arm attachment where you can like adjust it however you want it. And then I just put it on like a little side table. I just clipped it to a side table. So it's at the length that I want it to. So that's literally it. Yeah.
That's fire.
What light is that behind you?
It's just on Amazon. I don't know. It doesn't even have like a logo on it. Just like if you go on Amazon, I'm sure you can just, find something that looks like this. Or even like, here's another, I used to use this one, but it like died on me. It's just like a sunset lamp. If you look up sunset lamp on Amazon, these are like $2. And these work really well because you can like do like different colors at the same time, which is really cool. So, and I just put that on the floor and just have it like up against my wall. So it looks really cool. Yeah.
I like it. I like that neon light, man. I like it for sure. Awesome. Sounds good, guys. Any other questions for Ashton while we got him on here? Any other questions that anybody has? Definitely post your questions before we conclude. Going once, going twice, sold. All right. Awesome, brother. Sounds good, man. Well, thank you so much once again. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you.